let's just go ahead and jump on in part two. Part two was interesting to me. I kind of enjoyed part two more than I enjoyed part one because some burning questions I had for Simone was answered, and some other questions I want to know the answer to, and was excited to get to the reunion to get to that question was answered for me. So that three part for the last part, I hope that was planned or that was like a glitch or a joke or whatever. Three parts. The last part is 2 hours, I guess. But let's go ahead and jump in Quad versus Mariah. And yeah, I don't think Mariah did that. Like now that I got more facts and now that I got more information, Quad, you was kind of single. This was before you met Greg, and this is when you and Mariah was tight and y'all was cool or whatever. Now Quad, I ain't saying you a hoe, but somebody got something out against you. You looking at Mariah as the one that did that cause she hosting this blog and sponsoring this blog and it got put out there. I don't think Mariah did it. Mariah might be a lot of things, that she might say a lot of things or do a lot of shady stuff that when it come to her family and she out knew me, she gonna out her friend husband and the girl of this story. So yeah, I don't think Mariah did it cause Mariah gonna lose more than what you will ever lose. Yeah, it might be out that you a hoe. That can change. People can forget things. Some people might give you a pass or whatever. But this will be a lifelong, thing for Mariah, something she'll have to live with, knowing that she put that out there about her sister and her husband. Her sister, is it her sister or her? I think it's her friend husband out there cheating with Quad. So yeah, I don't think she did it. I think somebody else got a grudge against you, and that whole fight and Quad. I understand you got to defend yourself and you don't care, and you think it was her, then y'all throwing accusations out there, and you calling the woman a cokehead. Then Mariah says she don't smoke, she don't do hookah, she don't do drugs. Then she said you ain't even much married to medicine, sweetheart. Um then you turned around and said, I am married to medicine and I'm going to be on this show with or without being married to medicine and you ain't going to get rid of me and all this and that. Like, that whole little argument, like y'all arguments are just getting petty. And when y'all started arguing and get into it, it's just like I roll my eyes and when is it over? When is they going to cut it? When is somebody going to tell them to shut the hell up? When is somebody going to grab their lips and tell them to hush? We sick of this. Y'all always arguing. Y'all always like when Mariah and Quad start fighting. I just roll my eyes and just wait for somebody to tell them to shut the hell up. That's just how much I feel when they start arguing and carrying on. And it's becoming that way a little bit too when it comes to Mariah and Heavenly. They made up before the show was over. They was cool. They said they were gonna do a whole little texting, maybe calling each other, try to get to know each other better. Then these accusations came out about her husband cheating and that she a liar and all this, and Heavenly still waiting on the receipts. We got Aiden backstage, still jumping at the bed, ready to reveal whatever the hell in that vanilla envelope. And he's sitting out there on stage where he was on the side of the stage, not on the set, but he was outside the stage, sitting out there eyeballing Mariah, out there eyeballing Heavenly and Quad, and then Heavenly said, you can get your husband. He stood up there eyeballing me for what the hell he eyeballing me for? What is he doing? Why is he out here? What is he doing? Like, yeah, your husband, he tired of the shit. And he your little snitch. He don't like to keep secrets away from you. So yeah, I guess he's tired and he wanted to be out there, even though Damon and him are friends, and like Damon said with the whole thing when it was the guy's turn, that, and I'm glad Andy got into your ass for trying to defend your wife, and you trying to defend, well, you trying to defend your wife for saying that Damon was cheating on her, and then that you saying your wife was pushed to that point where she decided she had to defend herself by lying on that man, said he would cheat, that she was cheat, where he was cheating on Heavenly, and two wrongs don't make a right. And if you look at it, anytime Damon or Mariah had an interaction, you'll think they cool friends, brother, sister. They was cordial to each other. Damon is a nice person in general. He speak to anybody, be nice to anybody. So the fact that you'll come up with this and you called yourself, bring it to the reunion, and look like you put a battery in Aiden back and he ready to reveal out there and put it all out there in the open, and he ready to go ahead and put everything on the table, all because of your mama coming and your mammy and Mama Lucy. And I just don't understand why Aiden was so angry and ready to, like, he do a good job staying in the man's corner, not getting into the woman drama. The fact that he is so anxious, excited, ready to put it out there, don't care if it hurt his friendship with Damon, the fact that there might be some truth to this, and he exposing him while trying to expose Heavenly for Mariah, for the mama and the Mama Lucy, and talking about his family and his penis size. Like, I'm glad you calmed down when it was the guy's turn to come out there, but Aiden, you got to realize your wife is a shady witch. Like, she is very, very shady. Your wife do throw a lot of rocks and like to hide her hands. You so ready and anxious at the bed. All of a sudden, out of the blue, you tired of all this. Now you want to come for Heavenly after the show. Now you sitting up there holding the folder, ringing it around. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of this shit. I want this out here now. I'm ready to expose Damon. I'm ready to show Damon that he a liar. Forget that we friends. Forget that we got a little guys group that we all get along, that bad enough we got to deal with Quad and Greg and picking us out on when we having a party. Can we invite Greg? Oh, Greg can't make it. Okay, fine. So let's bring Quad. Like, do you really want to start that war, Aiden, with what your wife got started? Cause this would have never happened, and your wife wouldn't have had receipts of this information if your wife wouldn't have opened her damn mouth on the show and said she got receipts that Damon was cheating on Heavenly. And the fact that you want these so-called maybe falsified, maybe some shit she didn't put together, glued together, made a little project out of to try to hurt Heavenly. And you really to put it out there knowing that there's going to be consequences out there for you too, because you the one that wanted it out there so bad, trying to defend your no good ass wife. And the fact that that might put, like, that, Aiden, you're not ready for that cheese. Sit down. I'm glad you calmed the hell down. I'm glad, however, Mariah did backpedal and pussy pop. I mean, she did it hard. You would have thought she was dancing on a pole or a dick or whatever. I'm glad she did, however, decide not to reveal that. She realized it was out of line. I shouldn't have never did it. I should have never opened my big mouth. I'm not going to cause any more damage. So let's leave it alone. I'm going to burn the folder, shred the folder, or whatever the hell you going to do with it. Andy asked an interesting question like, you already done said it. Sarah, you done said it twice already. And also, you had the vanilla folder at the reunion ready to expose her, and even Heavenly were ready to read these so-called receipts that you got on her husband with cheat, and the damage is already done. What you mean ain't no damage done? It ain't no harm, no foul. Like, you done said it on the show. How many times now? You done said it on the show a couple of times. You done said it at the reunion. Your husband around there jumping at the bit, jumping up and down like he didn't have some sugar and he a kid. Running around there doing back springs and backward flips and somersaults back there with the phone. The angry and mad like somebody then punched him in the face. And the person just got away scot-free, didn't get arrested or whatever. So the damage was already done. And the fact that you thought the damage was not... Mariah, we just gonna move the hell along. We gonna move it the hell along. Like, I'm done. Like, I'm glad he did calm down, though, on that whole situation. And also, Andy also did call while he was calling Mariah out on the damage of her and saying that that man didn't cheating on Heavenly. He also called her out on your mama and your mammy and all that and all the other antics she did. And she said, oops, sometimes it just slip out. And you went from calling Contessa to Contessa, and you said you respect Contessa. That was wrong of me. She very highly trained. She very well known in Atlanta. I respect her. I don't respect Mariah. That's why I don't show her respect. And yeah, watch your mouth when it comes to that your mama stuff. Cause whatever Mariah got in that vanilla folding and whatever Aiden and put his hand in his sugar bowl around here dancing around here doing backward flip, cartwheels and all that, ready to reveal where it is. No tea, old tea, no tea, or anything in general, just to mess up that man or that mess up that man marriage, trying to get at Heavenly. Yeah, if I was you, I wouldn't mention that no more, Mariah, cause you looked like a fool bringing it up, A, and B, the fact that you want to backpedal all of a sudden and don't want to do it and don't realize what damage you caused. Then you got your husband around there swinging it around at the reunion like he didn't want $1,000,000 and that's his wallet and he keeping it around, throwing it around, swinging it around like, ha, 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 I got $1,000,000 and you don't, so... Learn from this, Mariah. Grow from this, Mariah. Learn to control your mouth, just like you want Heavenly to control her mouth when it comes to your mama and your mammy come in. Learn to control your mouth and watch what you say, cause you really could have done a number on that woman marriage and probably could have shattered that woman good image she got her daddy. So you need to learn to watch yourself also, Mariah. We got revealed that Quad got a whole set drawer full of toys. She got a couple of rabbits, jackrabbits, some bees, all type of sets, toys, and all this other stuff. And apparently Quad be getting her freak on, I guess. So we just gonna run with that. And here go Toya trying to talk about sets, cause Mariah then revealed that Quad had a whole sets drawer full of sets toys. Here she go talking about a damn pillar that put you in positions, and if you lay on a pillar and it help move you to position of this position and this position and this position, and all the people sitting up there looking at her and wondering what the fuck she talking about and confused and scratching their head and like, what the hell is she talking about? Do you know what the hell she talking about? We don't know what the hell she talking about. We confused. So that's another one of Toya's set secrets that she carry along with her, right along with her whole sets talk that she can't stop talking about. And Eugene said he already embarrassed about it, and we know Daddy already embarrassed about Heavenly, talking about some daddy like for me to suck it sometimes, and when he put his hand over his face like that, like, oh Lord, did she really say that? And it also funny that I brought that up early now, but that was revealed during the guys sit down there. He said that they filmed the show. Of course, they film it months and months ahead of time before we actually see it. He said when it airs on TV, he said he don't bother by looking at it. He said he might catch an episode here or might sit there and entertain maybe 20 or 30 minutes, but he said he don't watch it at all on TV. And Andy was basically telling Eugene and Damon which episodes to avoid, and he both told them to avoid reunion part one cause that was all the nasty stuff came out. So you might want to avoid that part. And Damon said, I don't look at it anyway, so go ahead and let it be revealed, I guess. Then we got Greg coming up. He happy to see the guys giving doubt, smiling, excited to be there in his blue. Unfortunately for him, he had on blue and blue, where he had on a blue outfit and some tennis shoes. Then when they did the sit down with Quad and him, he had on a blue tuxedo, and Quad and her blue dress and her blue eyeliner or eyeshadow, whichever one it is. And I hope they don't try to save that pitiful ass marriage, but I got a feeling in my gut that they're gonna try their hardest to try to at least try to let them be cordial for the sake of the show. Cause like the guys revealed that, yeah, we kind of did pick sides with the whole divorcing thing. We kind of did pick sides. We decided to pick Quad for everything, even the couple trip and everything. Eugene said he wanted Greg there, but we decided to take Quad, and we did kind of take sides on this whole situation. And we didn't have no choice of the matter because we know y'all both couldn't be in the same room because what y'all was going through and that divorce was looming and all that. So it was best not to have y'all in the same room. So they kind of did pick sides, and Cecil telling Greg don't bring out south side, whatever the fuck that supposed to mean, and be calm, be cool, answer her questions. Hopefully she'll let you talk. Don't lose your cool. Keep it cool and all this and all that. And then oh yeah, this is basically how the show opened up with Quad and her absentee and her not being around the group, and basically Simone snapping at her, Toya snapping at her, Heavenly kind of snapped on her, but she kind of backed up when she realized that Quad was being overwhelmed. And yeah, we get to that whole situation. I'm glad Simone did check herself and realize that I was kind of wrong. I was kind of wrong being forced for wanting to be there for you. I was kind of snappy and mean, and Quad also called it out when you went to that crowd board that Heavenly threw. And well, what is the tea? What's up? We ain't seen you in forever. And she said she was wrong. She tried to backpedal with the whole I don't be in my friends' business. I let my friends open up to me. If they want me there, I'm there with love and open arms, ready to help them out. But if they don't want me around, I will wait on them and wait till they come to me and tell me they want to tell me all the stuff. But you didn't do that when that come to Quad, though. So, Simone, you just full of lies this season. And I'm glad they caught that, and I'm glad I think it was Quad, caught you in that lie. Like, Simone, you was telling full of lies this whole reunion. Like, we caught you in several lies during the first part with your drinking. And then another lie with the, I forgot what the other lie was. Then we caught you in this lie talking about friendships, and you let them come to you to open up. Not you trying to force them open like they're a clam. But that's the opposite of what you did when it came to Quad and her business and her marriage and wanting to be there for her, and how snappy and pissy you was when it came to her. Toya, you too, but you ain't see nothing wrong with the situation, and you was okay with it, I guess. And you didn't, like, Toya couldn't admit that she was wrong at all in that situation, and I'm glad that Simone got caught up in another damn lie, cause you were exactly the opposite of what you said. Talking about some, you let your friends come to you when you want them, when they want to come to you, when it come to their business and all that. You not the type of friend that'll sit there and prime open and all that, knowing damn well you did all that the whole damn show and was snapping at that woman and talking about some, you think you better than us and all this. And that's exactly what the hell you did. Then they talked about the year later, last year's reunion, how everybody rallied together to try to say Simone and Cecil marriage, how they convinced her to fight for it, how she agreed after all that was said and done, she agreed to fight for her marriage, and which led them to them doing better now, and they doing great. What's the man name? Cecil said they doing great now. They listening, they understand each other, they taking each other advice. I guess they having sex or whatever, and all the other stuff they needed to do to make their marriage work out, and they doing it all of a sudden now, and good for them or whatever. And then they bring up the whole fact about the whole quad, and she didn't want to open up the whole entire time, and how basically you did isolate yourself in this group quad. I'm not defending you. You did kind of isolate yourself in the group. I kind of can see where Simone come from and why she was so mad and pissy at you though, but it should have been on your time, not when Simone wanted you to. She didn't have to snap at you like the way she did though, but I'd be kind of mad too if I was her though, but I wouldn't have done half of the shit she did though, nor Toya did, but you did kind of isolate yourself. Oh, my nose is itching and it won't stop itching. Oh. And then she kind of isolated yourself. Then they brung up that quad. They want to speak and they can't give you advice, that you don't listen to criticism. And Toya said that she have a whole group of set of good friends up here and that they get in her ass and teach her how to do right and all this and all that. And Quad, you don't listen to criticism very well. You don't take advice. You'll either shell up like a clam or you'll cut them off the same way you did, who that was you cut off? I think it was Mariah when y'all first really started getting into it. And I think it was also, if I'm not mistaken, Lisa Nicole, you also cut her all the way hell off because she tried to give you advice. Lord knows she don't need to give nobody no type of advice, but she did try to give you advice. It was Toya. It was Toya and somebody else tried to give you, I think it was Toya and Simone them couple of seasons back, or the way you is and the way you clam up and you don't want to take criticism. Well, they try to give you advice and you get defensive, which you do. You get very defensive. You do clam up. You do cut them off your life, just like you didn't cut Mariah out of your life how many times now, but yet she's still hanging around and still in your life like the bad virus she is. So you kind of do cut people off. And then, Lord, they asked Toya, like they were setting Toya up for the ultimate fail with these questions. And then they brought up the fact that they asked where Andy, was it Andy or a viewer question? Asked about Toya. I think it was Andy said, about man, and you did try to warn it. Yeah, it was Andy saying, Toya, you did try to warn Quad about if she don't give her man what she want, he would stray away and he would find other type of pleasures, not you in general, or cheat on you or whatever. And she said, well, I didn't mean it like that. I mean, if you don't do what you're supposed to do at home, you know that man wanted a family. You wouldn't give that man a family. You probably want to give him no sex. She ain't say the sex part. That's just me exaggerating now. He gonna stray and Jackie and Somebody else said, don't be giving the man a pass. Don't be giving the man a pass. So she backtracked and said, I'm not giving him a pass. I'm just saying you got to take care of your home and the man. If you don't take care of the man, he gonna stray away from you, which they gonna stray away from you. Then in the jump, then they talk about men's are dicks sometimes, and sometimes they follow their dicks, not they mind. And we left from there and move on to they gave Toya hell about the whole thing. The second to the last season finale, where Toya basically told Quad she can't go on no more couples trip. That we'll have to do girls trips for this day forward. You ain't going on no more couples trips cause you single now. You getting a divorce, and it's gonna be odd for you to be going with us as couples. And what you gonna learn from my marriage, and you not gonna learn from my man, and this and that and the other and the third. And I'm glad Simone and Jackie and somebody else jumped in, and Jackie said, I don't follow that, and I 100% disagree with her. And they all jumped down her throat. She tried to make it make sense of her little beady little brain of hers, but it came out wrong. Who made you the ambassador, the ambassador or trips and couples trip? We only let you ran one couples trip, and now you think you the head bitch or the manager, and they tell somebody that this, and then how you gonna do this and all that, and shouldn't it be her choice? I'm glad they gave her help with that question, cause you ain't had no fucking business saying that in the first place. Almost said Quad. You ain't had no business saying that, and then the fact that you tried to make it make sense, and it still wasn't coming out right, no matter how hard you try. Like that girl can't have men that she may be potentially dating, or might have a friend that she might be interested in, or a man that she met on Tinder, or a man that she known that she had her eye on and she trusts them. Like, you just can't tell no woman what they can and can't do, like you the damn manager or the boss of the couples trip. Like, I'm glad they gave you hell for them, because you kind of deserve that one. And then they asked Quad, did she want to get married? Of course, she said she liked being married. She enjoyed every last bit of it. She will get married again, just with another guy. Then Katessa, wait. After did she get married? Basically, then they jump to the potential man. Contessa said she'll like to see her with an older man that settled down, and I guess Bessity a better half than Greg was. And she said I was dating a man older than me. He older than me. She talking about some, well, you know, maybe older than Greg. She said I was dating him though, but that's, I understand what you saying. Then Andy asked Toya, do you have any potential man for her? She said, yes, I love to help Quad look for a man. I would absolutely love to help her out. If she want me to help her, I will help her. Then Heavenly said she got a whole list of men that can that potential men that want to date Quad when she ready to date them. Then it's the guy's turn, and basically what a difference a year make, and Cecil and the coaching of Cecil and all them coming together to put Simone and Cecil back together, and he thanked Andy for that. And then also with Curtis and his cheating ass, and how they helped him get back together. Um, and of course, the guys are more cooler than the girls, and the men have cooler cut heads, and how the men don't do anything or say anything when the women are fighting and arguing and bickering, and how Dr. Scott broke men code or guy code or whatever, that when the women are arguing, stay out of it. But he was just defending his wife, so I can kind of understand that, why he'll do that and why he jumped into it in that boat. And basically, Cecil said Simone don't do good on boats when it comes to boats, and out there in the open and drinking, I'm guessing Simone don't do very well with that. Greg said his coop is all lined up and ready to go and primed and ready to go. And basically, he said he was ready to save his marriage after all was said and done. How you basically put it out there that you cheated on your wife, and then all this then started out and being out on the blogs with you and Quad, and you were ready to save your marriage and you was fighting for your marriage. You damn sure didn't act like you was fighting for your marriage. But okay, Greg, let's run with that. Cecil and Simone are doing good, they say, and they doing great, and they communicating better, learning from each other, doing well together, and all that. Um, Curtis said that Jackie didn't cut back on the cutting, or the what is the cut back on the what is it called? Coding. I think that's what it's called. The code, and that she sometimes slip up, but she do good at it, and she learning and doing better each and every day, and we spend more time together and have more time together. And then Aiden, the snitch of the group, talking about so he be open and honest with his wife, and he don't keep nothing for his wife. I'm pretty sure you don't keep nothing for your wife, Mr. Snitch, cause you know your wife will get in your ass. Aiden, I don't care what you say. You scared of Mariah. I'd be scared of the devil too if I was you. That's why you tell your wife everything that goes on, and that's why you be snitching on the guys and the women when it come to when you be around them. Cause we know you are a full blown snitch, and in the best they called you a snitch low key. Talking about some you can't keep secrets and you can't hold water, and you tell your wife everything. Okay. Okay, I already talked about the Aiden and accusations, and I talked about this daddy and I mean heavily like heavily and heavily said daddy liking in her mouth. Well, daddy like her to put it in her. Daddy like her to put it in her mouth, meaning his penis. We already talked about that. Um, I already talked about Greg and fighting, and that's about it until part 3. This 2 hours, I guess. Anyways, though, y'all, that was the episode. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. Bye.